Hey guys, it's Frank from Adventures Outdoors. I know this is a gross topic, but for camping, but you know what? There's a lot of people don't know how to do this or what it's all about. It's not really that big of a deal, and we can demystify that here. But emptying the gray water and the black water out of the camper. So let's do it. I'll show you how. It's pretty simple. Now keep in mind that the way I do it may not necessarily be right for all machines or whatever, but this is my preference. This is how I do it, and it's just a couple of tips. I really encourage you guys, if you've got tips, if you've got something else that you do a little bit differently, please put it down in the comments. Maybe I'll edit this video. We'll make a really good one. But I use a clear elbow piece, so you can actually see when the black water is coming out fairly clear, because I'm going to also flush it with the garden hose from the campsite. So, like most campers, I use good rubber gloves, and then in the truck when I'm done, I sanitize my hands. But the hose in here. And for me, I put this piece on first, and you want to put this in first. And the reason for that is, if you attach this first to the truck, there may be a twist in the pipe. You don't want to do that. You want to have this as straight as possible so that there's no curves in it at all. And what I do, you want to come over this side, is I put on the clear piece, and then I make sure that this is not twisted in any way, and then put this one on. That way it's pretty well a straight line, there's no kinks in the hose, we're all good to go. I will dispense with showing you what comes out of here when I open the black water, but the order that you do it is important. Black water first, gray water second. The gray water flushes the hose out, flushes it all out. So as much gray water that you can put in your camper. Before we leave, we sometimes pour some water in there, but this is kind of important. So now the other thing that we do, this camper has a black tank flush, a black water tank flush. So I pretty well always attach the hose to the black water. Now, campsite we're at here, this is pretty ratty. This was ratty last week, and it kept popping out. So just be careful that you don't get a soaker here, Joanne. Yeah, that's pretty ratty. So we're going to open the black water, and then I'm going to turn on the black flush after I open the black water. I think it's going to go everywhere. Yeah. So this nozzle is what? Ah! It got me. I may not be able to use this. Okay. The other thing that I do is just I rock the camper a little bit. Get that water moving, the liquid moving. I find it really helps, but maybe it's not necessary, but that's something I do. So now it's running pretty clear. So black water, flushing it out using the black water. I mean, I do it every time we're here. It just takes a couple of minutes. Now you can see that the water that's coming through here is pretty clear. So you know that the tank is relatively cleaned out. Sometimes toilet paper gets stuck on the sensors, and it'll give you the illusion that your tank is full or whatever. So flushing it with the black water is a big help. So I'm just letting the black water, after the black flush, drain out a little bit and wait for it to empty out. And once that black water empties out, then you're just going to close the gate for the black water, and then you're going to open the gate for the gray water. And for me, I always just give it a little flick here. Sometimes toilet paper gets stuck in here or whatever. So I normally just give it a little flick. And let the gray water flush that out. So one of the things that I do at the end of the year when we're on our last camping trip or thereabouts is I'll pour corn oil in the black water tank and the gray water tank, and that helps these gates, just to lubricate these gates a little bit, especially when you're storing it over the winter. We've had in the past, my parents in the past had pulled the gate open on the first trip camping to flush it, and the handle came right off and broke the gate. And so if you use corn oil and you pour it in there, it keeps the seals lubed up and keeps the gate sliding quite well. So the gray water is gone, so I'm going to push that in. I'm going to make sure everything's off and then undo this, put on the cap, I always give it a fresh rinse. So for me, I just rinse that out. Give it a bit of a shake. The water gets caught in these ribs, so I like to try to get as much out as I can. Now for me, I've got this rigged up a little bit so that I know if this piece, when I'm putting it in, just you might want to come a little closer. When I'm putting it in, this piece is on the up, and that ensures that this piece is in the up position. So that way I don't have water leaking out onto the bumpers. So now this is up. On the cap. And I usually rinse these off one more time, just for good measure. You can get pretty fast with this. It doesn't take all that much time really. And don't forget to empty the fresh water tank. No point in hauling around fresh water in your tank when you go home, so you might as well dump that. We just store the pieces in here. And then sanitize and wash, right? We have antibacterial wipes. plus hand sanitizer, and that's what we do. But if you do something differently with your dumping of your trailer, let me know. Put a comment, and maybe we can add it in there if you've got some other tips. Thanks for watching, guys. You want to know something? We see people using this hose to fill up potable jugs of water that they're going to drink from, or connecting this hose to fill up their trailer. There's water spigots in all the campgrounds. Don't use this to do that. I mean, I don't know, to me it's just completely, this is unsanitary. The other thing is this hose is unsanitary. Using your hands to roll this up, it's unsanitary. So use your gloves and wrap it up, but don't use this to fill up drinking water. Like, for God's sakes, that to me is a no-no. We use antibacterial wipes and some hand sanitizer. And then as soon as we get home after the weekend, first thing I do is go in the house and wash my hands. That's it. Good luck with your campers. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out the details below in the description. There's lots of information in there. And please leave me a comment. Leave me your thoughts. Love to hear from you guys. I always try to reply to everybody's comments. As well, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell to get the notifications when a new video has been uploaded. As well, if you like this video, you'll find more just like it right here. And don't forget to head over to my website by clicking right there. Thanks for watching.